Key number one, this is really figuring out what you would like to do. Before we even get into college planning, I want to ask you, why are you going to college? I can't answer that for you. You have to come up with your own answers. Maybe for some of you out there, you shouldn't be going on to college. Maybe it's not the right thing for you to do at this point in your life. For those that say, yes, I definitely want to continue my education, what's the ultimate goal here? Why are we going to college? What are we going to study? Where are we going to go? And what are we going to do after college? I think it's very important to ask these questions. The ultimate goal, probably after graduation, should be to get a job and earn an income. Maybe for some of you it would be to go on to graduate school. Whatever the case may be, we want to know this before we even start looking at schools. Why? We're making a buying decision. This has to make sense to us. I think it's very important that we do some soul searching and figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are, your likes and dislikes are. And I get it, I understand. In high school, you study history, chemistry, calculus. What does this have to do with the real world? Oftentimes, very little. So that may not be your strength or your likes and what you like to study and do and pursue. It's not your passion. I get it. The good news is there's a lot of resources out there that can help you explore what you're specifically good at, what your passions are, what your likes are, so that you can then pursue occupations that are right in line with these things. Makes total sense, doesn't it? And if we know what occupations we'd like to pursue, then we can figure out which majors will help us get that job, and then which colleges offer those majors that are in line with our ultimate end goal. So ultimately what I'm trying to stress here, which 99% of the high school students don't do, is give any thought to who they are, what they're good at, what their passions are, and what the ultimate end goal of this whole process is. Because if we do that, we will select the right majors, you'll be happier in school, you'll choose the right college, and it'll be the right fit for you, where you will strive and do better. The unfortunate thing through the Department of Higher Education is that most students don't graduate within 4 years. This is due to the fact that a lot of students are changing majors while they're in college, or even transferring to different schools. They chose and bought the wrong college to begin with, or dropping out. And a lot of that has to probably do with not giving any thought to this formula right here. What's our end goal? What are you good at? What do you like to do? And what are the schools that can make it happen? So part of this, in key number one, is figuring out what your strengths and weaknesses are, what your passions are, and this will be the right fit school for you. And if we combine fit with what we can afford, then we're making a smart buying decision. And that's really how we should be looking at this whole process. So just to give you a couple of resources, there's a lot of professionals that can do this for you, walk you through an evaluation to figure out what you're good at and what your strengths are. A couple of websites, focuscareer.com is one of them. DoWhatYouAre.com is another, and for very small cost you can go through this process. And I get it, 17 and 18-year-old, maybe you don't know which specific job you want, but you'll have a better compass as to the direction you're going to go, which will help us make a better buying decision. You can also find these websites at my website, collegeplusretirement.com. And I have a tab there for all the useful links that you can utilize to help you in this process. So in summary, key number one, do some soul searching, figure out what you're good at, what your passions are. It'll help you make a better buying decision and ultimately get you to your end goal, which is the whole point of this anyways.